watching my Facebook page here and wondering what in the heck am I up to. So I was in earlier this morning talking about pillows, but I wanted to share with you a project that I'm working on, which is a national design group. It's not really a competition, but it's just kind of a fun involvement for bloggers and designers and people on Instagram to finish one room in their house for designers or anybody who really wants to get something done. Last year I did the one room challenge for some friends of mine and finished their room up in Wichita, Kansas, and had a really great, small, tight budget, but we were able to get their entire living room done for $5,000 or less. So this one room challenge I am calling the Cobbler's Children Get Some Shoes. And why am I calling it that? Because it's my home. So I thought I might give you guys a tour and show you what all I'm going to be up to over the next 6 weeks of this design challenge, and give you guys the before. I was going to clean up a little bit, and I thought, no, you know what, this is real life. Let's just dive in, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. You're going to see the before. I'm going to show you the inspiration pieces that I've had for a bit, and hopefully I have some good sound because I put my earbuds in, and I'm hoping that that's better sound than what I had going on earlier. So let's start it off. I'm doing my living room, which is behind you. I live in a mid-century modern home in Prairie Village, and the home was built in 1953. When my husband bought it in 2007, it was absolutely original. I'm telling you, the kitchen had a pull-out, like a drawer, dishwasher. We still have the original stove, huge thing, in the garage, and I have grand ambitions of someday restoring that and using that. But nothing had been done to the home before he moved in 2007. Well, we got married about 5 years ago, and he had started doing some things that in 2007, and everything came to a screeching halt. So we have some projects here that are half finished from then, and now I'm going to take it upon myself to get some of these done, because I've lived in this house now for almost 5 years, and well, yeah, 5 years last summer, and it's time. We got to get some of this stuff done. So I'm going to give you the tour. This is our mid-century modern fireplace. I did paint it, and some people might consider that a no-no. However, if you'd seen what was going on prior to that, you'd probably agree with me that that had to happen. It was shades of orange and avocado and mauve and crazy colors that I can honestly only say represented cat puke, and it just was not happening. So that I painted when he first moved in. We have walls here that need to be redone. It's time for them to get repainted. This paint that's on here is the Ralph Lauren suede paint, and it's looking a little rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wallpaper this wall with a Tebow faux grass cloth in, I think it's Kendari grass cloth. And one of the things that we're going to go over is how to measure for wallpaper. And then I'm going to do a little DIY tutorial on how to hang your own wallpaper, and hopefully my mom and I won't kill each other doing it, because this is totally a DIY project. But this wall will be covered in a faux grass cloth. And I just wanted to also swing by here and show you, this is one of my inspiration paintings. I have a pair of Mughal prints. They're the Mughal Empire. They're painted on silk. Here is one. I'll come around, and here is the other. And both of these pieces are providing the inspiration for my color palette for what I'm going to be doing. I have them hung, not necessarily where they're going to stay, but I have them hung so that I could have spent the last several weeks just kind of looking at them, absorbing them, making a decision about what I'm going to do and where I'm going to put them. Last summer, I did move the TV. TV's over here. And let's see, I did get the sofa of shame reupholstered. And here we go. This sofa has been recently reupholstered. It's covered in a camel colored mohair with a black leather welt. So I'm super excited about that. We have some great pieces. This is an older piece that Tony had bought in 2007. And then I have some other pieces that are, they're all Drexel Heritage from the Walt Disney collection. So if anybody knows where I can get some more of that, of the Walt Disney Drexel Heritage collection, please hit me up, because I'd like to get a few more of those pieces and I can't find them anywhere. But I have this great big huge 4-foot by 4-foot granite coffee table. So these are pieces that I absolutely love. This fireplace cover, that's going away. Yeah, it's going away. And as far as what you can see right now, coffee table vignette, this is real life, folks. This is real life. Everybody has all these beautiful coffee table vignettes, but what my family and I do, we lay out the puzzles, we lay out the board games. That's what our life looks like. I'm pretty sure when I make my pictures, though, that I'll be sure to have some really, really, really pretty photos of what it theoretically should look like when, you know, it's done nicely. But for real, we play games. We have dominoes and Mancala and crayons, crayon books and puzzles and any kind of art craft. And that's one thing I love this huge oversized giant coffee table for. So I'm going to swing it back around over here. I'm kind of trying to do it backwards. Okay, these are my huge, awful window coverings. These were put up in 2007 because some had to cover these windows. Yeah. And then we had this horrible, horrible brass telescoping rod. And I hate telescoping rods, but that's one of the things I'm going to talk about in blogs over this one room challenge, is why a telescoping rod is not your friend. I am having some beautiful custom curtains made. Thank you so much, Fabricut. Very happy to have you on board. So you'll see those and the installation of that when the time comes. I have a mid-century modern, and again, you guys, this is life, crafts. I have kids, we do crafts. But I have a mid-century modern Kip Stewart for Drexel Heritage dining table, and I've had that. I just love it. It's one of my favorite things. And you may have seen me a while back do this, a cabinet. This was a piece that I found off of the curb. A friend of mine found it for me, Steve Franz found it, and I recently painted it, and you guys weighed in on whether or not I should paint the resin finishes, and then you also watched me do the brass knobs and refinish those. So these brass lamps are vintage, and I am in the process of trying to find some shades for them. So the glass globes that are on top just kind of cover them up, but that's one of the things that I'm going to be looking for. Okay, so I'm going to show you the real problem here. It's the kitchen, you guys. It's the kitchen. Never, ever, ever got done. That's my kitchen sink. Yeah, she needs some help. Isn't that pathetic? The back, never. Since 2007, never got put on the back of this kitchen island. So I got some work to do. The kitchen also, because this is one big open concept room, I'm finally going to get some, I'm going to make a commitment. I'm going to make a knob commitment to these things, and I'm going to put some knobs or some handles on these cabinets. They're beautiful cabinets. They're cherry. I love them. They go with everything. I think they were the Thomasville Blythe ones from 2007. That's how long we've had them. And I'm also, over here, I'm going to address this. This is all the tile we have, but there isn't any right now. There's nothing here. And you want to see something super embarrassing? So, you guys, I'm laying it all bare right here, being totally vulnerable and showing you. This cobbler, my children have nothing. So designers absolutely make such beautiful things, but we don't often live in what everybody thinks is this most amazing environment. Yes, thank you, Elle. I do love my cabinets. I love them. I love them. I do love them. The inserts. We never got around to getting the inserts. So this was a makeshift. I think that they came off of the top of fluorescent lights. I mean, it was totally creative on Tony's part for doing that at the time, but ew, right? I am going to pull you around here, and you can kind of see, here's my little eating area. Got this off of Facebook Marketplace, and I got my little vintage table over here off Facebook Marketplace. So along with the Mughal prints, or the Mughal silk paintings, this is also my inspiration. I have a couple of vintage posters I've had for years. This one, and over here, this one. Story behind this one was my daughter, who's 20 now. We saw this in a window, and she said, "Mama, this looks like you." And of course, you know, it totally melted my heart. I had to buy it. And then the other one came afterwards. So some of my inspiration pieces are my vintage prints, my red bamboo oriental tray that I've had for years and years, my vintage brass lamps, my Mughal prints, and well, that's about it. Now here's some of the things I'm going to have challenges with, other than time crunch, because there is that and there's a lot to do. So I'm going to have the issue of time crunch. I'm going to have the issue of money crunch. So just like everybody else who's trying to furnish their home, budget is a serious issue. So I'm very, very, very thankful for both Thibaut and Fabrica, who are helping me out with my big purchases in this room, which are the wallpaper and the window treatments. And then I also have this. This is my poor beast, Naomi. She's not very healthy. She's my stinky girl. So you may have heard over a period of years of me talking about my stinky girl, my stinky dog. She's just not very healthy, and this was my very favorite vintage chair, and she's kind of taken it over, and until she's gone, I'm not going to do a thing with it. I'm just going to drape it creatively with a blanket. So please forgive that when you see the end reveal, is that this is my Naomi's, this is her chair until she's not around anymore. But there we have it. I just wanted to pop in and show you guys what we're going to be working with. My Mughal prints, I don't think I showed you my favorite Wormley chair. I've had this for years. We're going to be doing a lot of crafts, and well, not crafts, but we're going to be doing some DIY projects. Pillows are being done, and I'm going to talk to you about how to hang wallpaper, how to measure for wallpaper, how to measure for your drapes, how to hang your drapes. So some of these are in fact DIY things, and those of us who are budget conscious do these things on their own. However, if you're of the ability to do it and not have to do it on your own, awesome, go for it. If you need some assistance with it, you know who to call. I'm here to help you with that, and I kind of know my stuff with that, so I'm happy to help. We're also going to talk about LED lighting and changing those out, because I've changed out my old fluorescent can lights. We're going to be putting in the LED lights, and gosh, I had a few other things I was going to talk about. Oh, the hardware, how to mix metals. So these are some of the topics that we'll be going over the next 6 weeks. So I hope that you'll join me both here on the Facebook page, and I'm popping over and I'll put some of this on Instagram, but also be linking to a weekly blog and a weekly reveal of each phase as we go through. So thank you for joining. Thank you all for being here, and talk to you all soon. Bye.